Have you ever heard of the website Saving Country Music?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to read you something that he said and have you address it if you want to.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not bad. He reviewed the album. He said he listened to it a whole bunch, and he said he doesn't understand you. He said, "What's her sound? What's her style? What is she
Ooh.
trying to say? What
Ooh.
role does she fill in country music?" And
Yeah.
you're very well spoken. I thought that you could
Oh,
say something to that.
thanks for saying that.
And I think that he'll love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I think what I'm all about is interesting melodies. Like I love melody a lot. And I think I come from a lot of different musical influences because I grew up in a choir that sang in lots of different languages. So by the time I was finished high school, I could sing in like 14 languages, like world music. So I have a lot of weird influences, and that's why I think I love this album. The lyrics are about as real as you can be, so hopefully it's embarrassing. Like it's really intense for me to sing Burning House because like can I swear on this?
You
I
can
won't
say whatever you
swear.
want.
Like
You can say whatever you want.
I fucked up a relationship. Like it was my bad, and it's super embarrassing to like admit that and talk about that. And so the lyrics are trying to be as real and raw as possible, and the melodies I'm trying to make them as interesting as possible. And then what we do with the production is instead of kind of max out as many tracks as possible, which is what a lot of country artists traditionally have been doing. Like there's room for a fiddle solo and then a harmonica solo and then
Right.
and so they just pack everything on so much. Like what Jeff and Tyler and I tried to accomplish was to have space for each instrument to sort of live in its own, like have breathing room and be as big as it can be, so you don't need to pack as much on but still deliver like a ride. I think sometimes it's easier when you're trying to cut through in a commercial way. You're trying to have one sound so that people in one sentence can turn around and say, have you heard of Cam? She is this. And that's the easiest way for people to talk about music. And so when you're trying to spread things on a mass level, if it's easy to describe in like one sentence, which I think a lot of commercial albums, like a lot of the songs sound very similar, so it's easy to do that. I think that's kind of what it's a lot more digestible for people. So I think when it's, for me, like all I was trying to do was literally do the songs that I wanted to do exactly how I wanted to do it, because I actually made this whole album before I got signed. So I raised money on Kickstarter and we made all this like how we thought we wanted to make it. So there wasn't any like Nashville person saying you should be this or this is the lane you should fill or role you should be. So that's probably why it might not be as easy to understand in the, you know, the radio-friendly music blog
Right.
world.
It's good that you're true from the get-go too, though, because then you don't get yourself like pigeonhole yourself, and then later on you're like, well, actually, I'm this person. I wasn't that. I just wanted to be that person because I wanted
Yeah.
people to know who I was, but now I'm actually this person. So you get to be.
It's
who
kind
you
of
want
tricky.
from the
And I mean,
beginning.
I'm a little bit older. Like I'm 31, so I feel like I have lived like a lot of life. And not that I'm super old or anything, but I don't know what it would be like to be doing this at like 18. I don't know how you would even know what to sing about. So I can't fault anyone who does kind of make those decisions. Like I think that's, you know, different strokes for different folks.
You're up for a Grammy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Grammy nomination. Would you
Whoa.
rather be nominated 10 times and never win, or be nominated just this one time and win this Grammy?
Whoa. That's a deep question. I think I'd probably rather be nominated 10 times because that means that you've done 10 things that were noteworthy by your fellow musicians.